Hello students, we are solving the IB Math AHL past paper questions and currently we are solving the IB Math AHL May 2023 paper 1 time zone 2 past paper. Today we'll be solving the question number 4 of this paper. Again, this is a common question common to both the SL and the HL level students. For the SL students, it is question number 5 and for the HL students, it is question number 4. And for the HL people, you will be getting the links to all the previously solved questions, that is the first 3 questions of this paper, and the other questions of the other papers in form of playlist in my channel NS Online Math Tutoring Classes. So without any further delay, let us start answering this question. The maximum mark is 6. It says the following diagram shows part of the graph of y equal to x over x square plus 2 for x greater than or equal to 0. This is the graph. The shaded region R is bounded by the curve, the x-axis, and the line x equal to c. Okay, this one. And the area of this region R is ln of 3. Find the value of c. Okay, so we know for the area we have to take the definite integration. And what will be the limits of integration? Obviously, we have to take the two x values. The extreme x value on the left is, for this region, of course, is 0. X is greater than or equal to 0. So x equal to 0 is the lower limit and the upper limit is x equal to c. Okay, so therefore, area of region R is equal to 0 to c and y dx. So y is x over x square plus 2 dx. Okay, and this is equal to ln of 3 given. So what we will be doing, we will be using the substitution method. So I'm writing the substitution part over here. Let t equal to x square plus 2. So dt over dx will be equal to 2x. And we need the dx. So it is, therefore, dx is equal to dt over 2x. Okay. And what will happen to x? We'll be coming to that. But before that, we will be changing the limits. And for the SL students, I'll be advising you to keep the limits. Don't change the limits. You just do the integration as an indefinite integration. Don't take the limits. Okay, you will be just taking the integration as x over x squared plus 2 dx. And do the substitution and everything and get the answer. You will be getting the answer, of course, with the t in the expression. And then you will be substituting back this expression x squared plus 2 in place of t. And you will be getting the final expression in terms of x. For the final expression, after you get the final expression, then you take the limits as 0 and c. For the SLP, okay, for the HL people also you may do the same thing, but I would suggest you to change the limits. For the HL people, I am changing the limits. So x and t. When x equal to 0, t is equal to 0 square is 0 plus 2 is 2. And when x equal to c, t will be equal to x square is c square plus 2. The steps that I'll be writing now will be for the HL people. So it is 2 to c square plus 2 and x over, in place of x squared plus 2, I'm writing t. And dx equal to dt over 2x. So it is dt over 2x. So now you see that these 2x will be getting cancelled. And of course, this is equal to ln of 3. Okay. And I can take this 2 out. So it is basically half and 2 to c squared plus 2 dt over t equal to ln of 3, which is half ln of t and This is 2 to c square plus 2 equal to ln of 3. And from here, over here, you'll not be taking for the SL people, you'll not be taking 2 and c square plus 2. Rather, you have got the answer as half ln of t. So you will be writing half ln of x square plus 1. You can put the absolute value or you can leave this because x square will be a positive number plus 1, it will be a positive number. So you can just put the brackets. No need of putting the absolute value notation. Okay. So you have got this and then you take the limits of integration as 0 to c. Okay, you substitute back the t's expression and you take the original limits. For the HL people, you keep the t and use the changed limits. Okay, that is my advice. So this is equal to, therefore, this is half and ln of c square plus 2, it will be a positive number, so it is c square plus 2 minus ln of 2, again another positive number, is equal to ln of 3. Clear? And I can come over here. So I can take this to that side. That means I'm multiplying the entire equation by 2. So this is, and I can combine these two terms as well. So I'm writing this as ln of c square plus 2 over 2, and this is equal to 2 ln of 3. Since I have multiplied the entire equation by 2. And 2 ln of 3 is equal to ln of 3 square, which is equal to ln of 9. Okay. Now, ln of c square plus 2 is equal to ln of 9. So, c square, therefore, c square plus 2 over 2 is equal to 9. Implies c square plus 2 is equal to 9 times 2 is 18. Or c square is equal to 18 minus 2 is 16. Therefore, c is equal to square root of 16 should be plus minus 4. It is not only plus 4, it is plus minus 4. Okay. But we have to take the positive value of c because we are seeing c is on the positive side of the x-axis. This is 0, so these are all positive values of x because c is greater than 0. Okay. So therefore, the value of c will be equal to 4. For the SL people, we have come to this part. Okay. So this is half ln of t equal to ln of 3, and let me not write the ln of 3 at this stage because I have to put back the expression for t. It is half ln of x squared, c, t equal to x squared plus 2. So x squared plus 2. And now I will be taking the original limits, 0 to c. Okay. Because these were the original limits. Okay. So 0 to c, this should be equal to ln of 3. And I can multiply the entire equation by 2. So I get, and also I'm substituting these. So it is c squared plus 2 minus ln of 0 square plus 2. Okay. And this is equal to 2 times ln of 3 equal to ln of 3 square, which is equal to ln of 9. Okay. So this is ln of c squared plus 2 and this is ln of 2. So I can combine these two. It is ln of c squared plus 2 over 2 equal to ln of 9. Therefore, c squared plus 2 over 2 is equal to 9. And this is the same equation that I am getting over here. Okay, so ultimately you will be coming to the same answer, that is the c value will be equal to 4. And of course, you have to take only the positive value. Don't take the negative value because c is on the positive side of x. And you have to mention why did you take the positive value. It is not that you arbitrarily reject the negative sign, because whenever you are taking the square root, you will be having both the positive and the negative values, and you have to see, you have to justify your rejection of the negative sign, negative value of C. Okay. So we have solved this question completely. Thank you for staying with me till the end. I'm Nilanjana Sanyal. I'm an online IB Math ASL and HL level tutor. I tutor students from both within India and outside India, and I offer both one-on-one and small group online tutoring services to my students. In case you're liking my explanations, please to give this video a like and please to share this video with your friends so that even they can get benefited by watching my videos. And in case you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel till now, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will be motivating me to make more math videos for you. We meet again very soon in our next session. We will be solving the very next question of the same paper. Till then, bye.